Hello traders, welcome to the LFB and our global video charting review. This is for week commencing the 8th of May 2010 for the equity and ETF review. My name's Marco Haig from the LFB Trade Desk. We provide data and information that supports all level of trader in their daily activity in equity indices, in ETF trade, in commodity trade, and as a dominant force in what we do, the forex potential that you can trade as each of the regional commodity and equity markets are closed. You can use forex to access the consequences of those other market movements 24 hours a day. Do have to point out that there's a disclaimer posted to the website, and we do ask that you pause the video, read the disclaimer before taking any information. Looking at the S&P, this is the front month futures contract for S&P 500 trade. We did have a short signal that broke lower through 1350 on the S&P. That has hit both of its downside targets. We did have a provisional signal start to form on Friday to go long or to buy the S&P 500 after a technical bounce on Thursday and Friday off the 20-day simple moving average down here at 1331. However, we have not had secondary confirmation as yet that that long signal is going to have an ability to be able to make a sustainable move higher. We do see potential above 1355, but it's going to be short, near-term kind of trade durations. They're not going to be long trades here because we are starting to see choppy and overlapping price action. If we could break 1355, we are looking at 1363 and 1375. We do not as yet, though, have that confirmation of that signal to go long. On the short side of things, if we do break down below 1325, we can see 1310 and 1300 as the two price points of note. If you want to get access to these price points and potential breakout areas ahead of the videos being posted, as a subscriber you can access them in the trade plan area of the website, and these are updated and delivered to you at 5 o'clock each evening East Coast time, and they'll run for a 24-hour period. For those of our subscribers who are trading the European equity markets, if the European session is the one that you concentrate in your area of the world, we've got the German DAX charts here. They're looking more bullish probably than the S&P, although in the near term had some price decimation. We did get the short signal out on the German DAX that went lower from 74.60. We've hit both of our downside targets on that. We did get a provisional long signal on Friday to get long the German DAX, but that did not confirm. So as yet, we're free and clear with any signals on the German DAX. Looking at the Japanese Nikkei, very disjointed charts because last week had 4 bank holidays out of Japan that created some very choppy and overlapping price action. We haven't had a confirmed signal out of the Nikkei market for a very long time. So those of our subscribers who are trading the Asian sessions and the Asian cash market is where you trade at this point in time. We're fairly directionless on the potential in the Asian equity market and specifically the Japanese Nikkei, because if you are trading a stock, ABC Incorporated, for example, and whatever the setup is, you want to go long on that particular stock for a good reason. The movement and the momentum, even in a good stock, in a good sector, with a good technical and fundamental setup, is not going to be maximized on a very weak overall equity trading day. So that's why we use the indices, and that's where our subscribers can make great use of their time and our output from the LFB, because we will tell you on the days that markets are moving strongly. And if these equity indices markets are moving strongly in one direction or another, long or short, that's the day that you can look to put your long and short individual equity trade on. But as yet, the same as the S&P US markets, the German DAX and the European markets and the Nikkei and the Asian main equity markets, we've got no signals at this point in time. Looking at the exchange traded funds, as an LFB subscriber, you have access to the 5 main ETF funds outside of the spiders, the S&P, which we do the review on. We do the ETFs and we cover them with gold and silver and oil. The main equity ETFs, the exchange traded funds we review, are the XLF, the financial sector. We had a long signal on the 21st of April that hit 2 of its upside targets, closed out from that long signal from 16.15, closed out at its targets at 16.35, which is the 100 and the 50-day simple moving average. On Friday, subscribers were issued not Friday, Wednesday of last week, subscribers were issued a short XLF to sell the XLF from 16.10 with downside. No, sorry, from 16.20 with downside targets initially at 16.10 and then just below at 16 round off. So we've hit the 2 downside targets on that XLF. That paid out very quickly for those subscribers that took it. Right now, we haven't got any real strong signal either way. We don't have it on the SMH, the semiconductors, nor the energy sector, the XLE. This is the XLE, which is the Energy Exchange Traded Fund. We had a short signal from 78.80 that's already hit both downside targets. We're now free and clear in regard to new confirmations for new shorts or new long signals. At this point in time, we would favour the short side of the energy sector. The emerging markets, the EEM, has been very quiet. We haven't had a signal from the emerging market exchange traded fund for a little while. And XLK, which is the technology exchange traded fund, we're running sideways, very choppy and overlapping outlook. So in general, no new signals on the equity nor the exchange traded fund markets.